news of the Matt Reeves Batman film and the Robert Pattinson being casted as the Dark Knight himself. And I'm excited to talk to you about this before because I actually haven't heard your thoughts on Robert Pattinson being cast as Batman at all. So before I say anything, I actually want to just kick it right over to you so I can get your thoughts on it.
Well, I actually kind of thought about this already. One of the biggest things to me is I would have never imagined in my life that you would be seeing Edward Cullen from Twilight playing the Dark Knight, Bruce Wayne, whatever you want to call him. But the more I see the pictures, the more I see the promo images and kind of like hearing about what they're going for with everything, I think it's gonna be pretty cool. I mean, it's more of like, from what I understand, a really realistic take on it, which Christian Bale, did kind of Christopher Nolan with The Dark Knight. But I think this will be kind of an interesting, different kind of perspective to see it from.
No, sure. I'm with you all the way on that. So one thing I want to ask you about that, just because you brought up Edward Cullen, um, what other films have you actually watched of Robert Pattinson's and seen other than Twilight?
uh, honestly, I think the only other one I have seen was him in Harry Potter, which is not a very good example. I really wanted to watch The
Yeah,
Lighthouse. That looked really good with him and Willem Dafoe.
it was an interesting movie.
Yeah.
It was
Mhm.
interesting for sure.
So, but I know he, outside of Twilight, he is a talented actor, obviously,
He is. He's a world class actor. Comes
and
down
he's
to
got a
it.
hell of a jawline.
He does too. I mean, yeah, you can yeah,
I'm
you
jealous.
can see in the pictures. I mean, he's got a good draw line, and I do like the look of the suit. From what we've seen of it anyway. At least I'll tell you what, I like these pictures that were released of the suit. I thought those looked pretty good. When we saw, I don't know if you saw these, but did you see the behind the scenes pictures that were taken?
I
These here,
did, and I thought those looked awesome,
you
personally.
like these ones?
I did, but not to cut into what you're saying, one thing that I've heard with this, and from what we've seen so far with the suit, besides those crazy dart-looking things on his gauntlets,
Right.
I've heard that this is just a prototype suit. I could be wrong. I mean, obviously, there's not a lot of information there, but that obviously this is early in his career as the Dark Knight, and this is kind of a prototype suit that he had worked on, and that I guess throughout the film it progresses and gets more armored, more technologically advanced, whatever you want to call it.
Right. No, yeah, and that I've heard the same. I've heard similar things because I mean, there's been very little information that's really came out about it, obviously, but it would make sense for it being a prototype suit. And I mean, when it comes down to it, it's a pretty good prototype suit,
Oh
all
yeah.
things considered. The only other thing with it that was kind of interesting on, I mean, you could tell in other pictures. I don't have any to pull up here right now, but you can kind of see it on this one that the cow, it looks like it's a leather. Did you notice that? It looks
Yeah,
like
in
there's
that
stitching.
promo video, that's like you said, there's stitching
Yeah.
in the cow itself, which
Right.
I mean, it doesn't seem very protective, but
No. It did that, and that was the one thing I saw. I was like, "Really, leather?"
I mean,
I
maybe
mean, I
there's
guess it's
something underneath. I don't
I don't know. I guess it's better than nothing,
know.
but
Yeah.
I don't know. It was odd for it to, because I mean, it's Batman has had like a leather cow before in like Gotham by Gaslight. It's honestly that's what
Gotham by Gaslight.
yeah, it's a bit different, but
Yeah.
I mean that's what it reminded me of when I saw it. I was like, "Oh, okay." But then like the collar that he has, that's obviously not like your standard Batman suit, what anyone would really think of, but
No.
there have been versions where he had a collar, and there was mainly the one, in the Batman anime that came out called, like, Gotham Knight, I think.
Oh yeah, that
It
was
it
pretty
had, like, a
cool.
bunch of miniseries, like, shorts,
They did a
essentially.
lot of things.
They did, and there was an actual, like, anime style, like, kind of futuristic Batman in that one, and, his had a collar as well.
Well,
Uh
in like Arkham Knight and all those Arkham games and things like that, Batman's suit got to a point where it was almost like Iron Man. I mean, like it was so technologically advanced. And to see it go back to where it's like the guy's cow is literally made out of leather, you know, that it's a little different, but Matt Reeves did a great job with Planet of the Apes, so I don't think that it's gonna be a bad movie by any means.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, Matt Reeves, is a world-class director, and Robert Pattinson is a world-class actor. So I have all the utmost faith in the movie being good, and then Colin Farrell playing the Penguin,
That's interesting.
like, and then the guy from There Will Be Blood playing the Riddler. I can't remember his name right now, but he's a world class actor too. I mean, there's the movie is stacked with talent.
Daniel Day-Lewis?
No, 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 no,
No,
no.
I was
The
gonna
the
say.
guy who played his kid.
Oh, okay,
And
yeah.
I don't remember what his name is right now off the
I
top
was
of my
gonna
head.
say it's not Daniel Day-Lewis.
No, no, no. That'd be pretty crazy.
That'd be an intense
That'd be
Riddler.
that'd be something.
Yeah, that
That
would
would
be
have
an intense Riddler
Yeah,
for
that would
sure.
absolutely be something worth watching for sure. But no, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm definitely interested in it. I do like the look of the suit, particularly in these pictures. I think it look really good.
I heard
It
something, and correct me if I'm wrong. Um, People were talking about his insignia on his chest being made from the gun that was used to kill his parents.
No, yeah, that is kind of what it looks like, and
Mm.
there is actually precedent for that in the comics. They did do that, and I
It's a
forget what
weird concept.
it is. A very That's what I thought. I thought it was actually like even for a comic book, I thought it was just kind of an odd thing for anybody to really want to do.
Like, why would you want to hang on to that and make that part of your suit?
Yeah, and it's
But
like, yeah, I get like symbolism is like I want to wear it as a reminder and things like
yeah,
that. But like, no, you don't. Like, no one wants to do that.
who
Like,
wants to
and
wear their parents'
okay,
murdered weapon?
yeah, exactly. And here's the thing: it's like even if you want to go for like the symbolism route and everything, okay, it's not very practical.
No,
Like, why are you gonna it's like, you could put anything in there, and you're
you could
gonna,
get a
like, get
carbon
this gun.
fiber.
Yeah, you're gonna just get the gun and melt it down to form it into the shape. Like, it doesn't
Yeah,
make
yeah,
any sense.
yeah. I don't know.
Right.
I could. I mean, that may not even be what it is,
It
but
might not, but I mean, it does look when you look at, some other people who are more gun experts did look at it and compare it to, like, actual weapons, and
oh, and they saw that.
it does there are traits that kind of indicate that, yes, that could be it, but at the same time, it could not be that too. So,
True,
who knows?
true.
But yeah, I mean Robert Pattinson. I would recommend actually watching The Lighthouse. It's a weird ass movie. Um,
Trailers look weird.
it was really weird, but he's great in it. And then he did a movie with Guy Pearce called The Rover, which was he was really good in.
Heard of-
Yeah, so I mean, there's been a lot of movies other than Twilight that he's done.
Yeah, I don't think Twilight's the best example of his acting skill.
Yeah, not as demonstrating his acting prowess by any means. And there were plenty of times where like him and Kristen Stewart, like I think they did the audio commentary. I think they did the commentary on like a couple of the movies, but I remember one in particular where they were kind of making fun of the movie as they were watching it the whole time. Like
Oh, sure.
they both gone on record to show that like they didn't really care about the movies all that much, and they
Yeah,
didn't really think that they were all that good
I
while they were
remember
being
watching
made.
them back in the day, just like, what in the hell is
Yeah.
going on?
I mean, you wanna know something else, though? Fun fact about the Twilight movies and Edward Cullen. Do you know who the author's first pick was to play Edward in the movies?
I do, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
Ironically, Superman himself, Henry Cavill.
Oh yeah, I heard
Yeah.
about that.
He was her first pick to play Edward.
Another dude with a solid jawline.
And that would have been a very different movie, I think, because they're very different actors.
Yeah,
But I'm glad Henry turned down the role.
yeah.
But it is
Probably his
funny
best
that
interest.
like one's Batman now. The dude who did take the role as Edward is now Batman, and the dude who turned down the role
It's super
is Superman.
pretty crazy.
So that's a fun little tidbit by all means.